Well, guys, your favorite political streamer and the Orange Menace are here. What's he doing? Huh? I mean, he's just hanging out. Whenever I put the blanket on the chair now, he makes it his life mission to, like, pull it down. And most of the time it's like he does it for too long that he gets so lazy that he just has to take a quick sleep. That's okay. He's just hanging out. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing good. There's so much stuff going on that I figured, you know what? Yeah, because I'm a woman. What do women do? We spend money and tonight we're gonna be talking about so much stupid shit. So much stupid stuff, like games unlaunching. It's pretty bad when you have to unlaunch your game and you still think that you can save it. They didn't even do that with Concord. Man, listen. Should have kept the make FPS great again. Your shtick, because, well, making games isn't working out for you. We're going to be talking about the NieR creator, talking about creative freedom. We're going to be yapping about Bayonetta, triggering the feminists. We're going to be talking about feminists. There's a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Hi, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing good. Ian, thank you so much for the big old 50 pounds. X-ray raids are the worst. I don't think X-ray's here, but thank you. And hi, Raiders. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for the 50. Much appreciated. Stop being toxic. Well, I guess toxicity can be pay to win. I guess that's okay. Thank you for the no-no. Gage and Corey, thank you for the 5. I recently spotted an albino Dalmatian. It was the least I could do. Thank you for the 5. Not as good as the gorilla jokes we were making the other day, though. Those ones were pretty fucking good. Drew, thank you for the 10. #1 political streamer. That's me. Don't wear it out. You know, if these feminists don't stop, I'm gonna have to be a political streamer. That's a little worrying. Because if I just have to sit here and fucking talk about these losers all the time, I mean, that's just politics, right? It is what it is. Thank you, Drew, for the 10. And Mongoose, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are okay. Also, Virtue. Virtue is here. Virtue, I thought you were on vacation. Virtue, I thought you were literally on vacation. I saw your posts on X. You were out in the wild. Well, I wouldn't know about that. I only see the outside from pictures because I'm a gamer. You're a little bit less of a gamer than me, I guess. Congratulations for going outside. Anyway, I hope you're doing good. Ninja Gaiden. I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden. Ooh. When does it comes out October 10th, right? I'm excited for that. Like, I'm a little upset about October though, because for the past fucking million years in a row, I've wanted to stream Bloodborne. And then something always pops up. It's so stupid. But I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because we're never getting Bloodborne 2. We're never getting a Bloodborne remake. So it's not like Bloodborne 1's going anywhere. We're not getting any more Bloodborne. So I guess it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. How do you unlaunch a game? You unlaunch the game. You take the servers offline. You say, guys, we're putting more time into it. And then nobody shows up to play your game months or years later because, listen, I get that companies put a lot of money and time and effort into launches and, like, oh, they want it to have the most chance of success possible. But the problem with that argument is that people already know that once you've launched your game, like taking it offline, I really don't feel like taking it offline is going to help it because people already remember the bad, like the I don't know, like the bad time that came before. And so, I'll read that one second. And so, it's like with No Man's Sky and games that launch, the chance of success is so low. Like, if they relaunched Concord, there's no possible way that a Concord would go and be better, or would like do better. So, like, I guess you can try, but like No Man's Sky is one of the one times that it's actually worked, that like they didn't unlaunch their game, but like putting years of work and effort into it. And like Cyberpunk. Those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head where it's actually worked out. I don't know. Seems fucking stupid. Anyway, Montesquieu, thank you for the 55 pounds. No, euros? Euros. Man, can I just say that the symbols in the chat are so fudging small. They all look the same. They all look the same. Unless it says like MX, they all look the same. It's stupid. Anyway, thank you for the 55. Number 1 favorite doofus slayer. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Hope you guys are doing good. No Man's Sky was a crazy work of passion though. Well, yeah, they put years into it, which is great. Like, I'm happy that No Man's Sky is still alive today, and like they put all that time into it. But also, how many times is it actually going to turn out to be a good situation? Like, maybe fucking once in a blue moon. I mean, again, I can only think of the 2 times that it's worked out, and that's Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky. Like, I don't know. I genuinely can't think of another. And I'm sure that there are others. I literally can't think of any. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but like, those odds are pretty fucking bad. Not gonna lie. Lords of the Fallen was successful, like, even before that, before they launched 2.0. Like, it's not like it had been doing terribly. It's not like they had 5 people who bought the game and played it. So I don't think that that's a fair comparison, really. I'm talking about, like, launched, everybody hated it, but they put years of work and effort into it, and they either relaunched servers or they fixed the game to the point where it literally is super massively successful now. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. A woman being right. Who could have imagined? Who could have imagined? Vera, you were right. That's all I need to read. The spider was alive. I told you. Trust me. Put your faith in me. You know? Your favorite #1 political streamer. I'd never lead you astray. I'd never lead you astray. I told you that fucking spider was alive. Yup. Yup. It was. I knew it. I wasn't even there and I knew it. But it's not anymore, so that's what counts. Congratulations for not dying. Glad to see you made it to the other side. Final Fantasy 14? Yeah, okay. That's true. That's true. I see a couple of you saying that. True. Okay, so we have No Man's Sky, we have Cyberpunk, we have Final Fantasy 14. The chances of this game relaunching, it's still not good. Right? Final Fantasy 14. Well, actually, well, 2 out of the 3 of those had been existing studios that people already had a lot of faith in. So people believed that they could fix the game. With Cyberpunk being CD Projekt Red and Square Enix, but Hello Games, which is No Man's Sky, hadn't made anything before. But they had so much money and so many people so hyped for it. I don't remember when No Man's Sky came out. I don't, like, remember, like, the discourse around it or anything. But I know that so many people were so hopeful that I feel like there was probably a lot of coping as well. Like, nah, these developers didn't mean to lead us astray. They didn't mean to almost scam us. Yeah, it was 2016. But, yeah. I felt like there was also just a lot of people that were hoping that things were gonna be turned around with it. Either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have 3 examples. Can anybody else think of one more? Because I prefer even numbers. Can anybody think of a game that's launched that's been saved, either by servers being taken online and relaunched, or developers putting like 80 years worth of time into fixing it? Nope, I don't think so. I do not think so. Diablo Immortal. Why are we even bringing that up? Why are we even bringing that back up? Leave that game in the fucking past. What, do you guys not have cellular devices? So stupid. So stupid. Anyway. Yeah. So, now that we've talked about this for a solid fucking 80 minutes, let's actually read the article. On June 6th, 2025. Damn. June 6th? That was almost 2 months ago. Sheesh. On June 6th, 2025, 1047 Games launched Splitgate 2. Now then, less than 2 months later, the developer is about to unlaunch it. I guess they're desperate, right? So I guess I shouldn't call it a stupid decision. Because ultimately, like, I guess it could be worse. Like, I guess, technically, like, they could just leave it up for only 5 people to be playing it. So they're unlaunching it. It's also taking Splitgate 1 offline and laying off 45 employees. So, context, I never played Splitgate 1. Splitgate 2 doesn't look that special to me. I mean, initially I was like, yeah, you know what? It's a free game. When he did the Make FPS Hat Great Again thing, I had said, because that was at Summer Games Fest, I was like, oh shit, this guy's gonna get canceled. But, you know, like, I think it's kind of funny, right? Having that slogan on a hat doesn't bother me. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll download it. I wasn't wowed by the gameplay, but like, we barely saw any gameplay, as we literally do at all of these game award shows because they don't want to show gameplay. But I was like, yeah, maybe I'll download it. Why not, right? What am I gonna do? Waste 3 hours of my life? And it just, the situation deteriorated so much from there. It was actually kind of insane how quickly the situation moved. Oh, we're not going to apologize. It's not a political statement, which, can I just say, I thought that was stupid. I get that you might not view it as a political statement, but it's a slogan that was popularized because of a political figure. I personally view that as like borderline political statement. Either way, though, the Game Awards allows people to wear rainbow pins at their events, and it allows people to protest on stage and make political statements. So, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he shouldn't wear it to the event, because they allow people to wear political buttons and all of these different things and make political statements on stage. So, like, if one can do it, both can do it. But again, like, it doesn't bother me that he was wearing this hat. So, like, okay, Why are we trying to force him to apologize? And then 3 days later, after everybody's defended him and said, yeah, that's right, he should be allowed to wear this hat, he's like, we're sorry. Like, holy shit, what a stupid thing to do. What a dumb doofus thing to do. Today, 1047 has revealed its plans to temporarily wind down support on the game it just released so that the studio can go heads down on what it says will be a complete overhaul of Splitgate 2. But guys, I thought this game was going to change the FPS genre. Guys, I thought that this was a big thing. Guys, I thought that it was... Guys. What? I thought that this was gonna be the game to change all games. This guy deserves to get roasted at this point. See, at this point, right, for me, I've lost all faith in you as a developer and just as like an individual, because you're saying you're going to stand your ground and then you bend over backwards to apologize to people who were never going to download your game in the first place. So I have no trust in you. Why? If you did that, if you fucking changed your mind 5 days after you made that initial like situation, I guess we'll just call it, you wore the hat, you said you weren't going to apologize. Like, if you're willing to do that, why should I have any faith in your word now that, oh, you're going to actually relaunch it, oh, you're actually going to put effort into it, oh, you actually are going to try to make a game that your audience wants? What a fucking stupid guy. And it's not even just him. What a fucking stupid studio. Anyway, continuing on, the game will remain playable during this time and will still receive its promised Chapter 3 update. And some bug wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, what? It will be a complete overhaul of Splitgate 2. The game will remain playable. So you're not fucking unlaunching it? The game will remain playable during this time and will still receive its promised Chapter 3 update. If you're gonna unlaunch it, why not just unlaunch it now? Until early 2026? And then, wait a minute. So you're, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You're announcing now that you're unlaunching it next year. So, what? What the? Why not just say, oh guys, we're completely going to overhaul the game, and at the beginning of 2026, I don't know, Q1 2026, we're going to take the servers down for like a week, and then we're going to implement all these changes we made. Am I fucking stupid or what? I feel like I'm losing brain cells reading this, and we haven't even gotten to the fucking feminism topic yet. So they're keeping the game alive. Just fucking take it offline, bro. How many players does this fucking shit have? How many players? Steam DB Splitgate 2. Don't even. If it's under 1,000, just take it offline. It isn't under 1,000. Come on, just shut it down. Shut it down, guys. Shut it down. Nobody cares. What, are you gonna break 1,400 hearts? Nobody cares. You literally might as well just unlaunch it now. Because if 25K last month and this month you're already down to 1,400, that's your game's up for nobody. You're just wasting money on servers at this point. Unlaunch it. Put all your work and effort in. There's no point to keep it alive now and to even go as far as to release Chapter 3 if Chapter 3 isn't gonna matter in 6 or 8 months, you know? What is it? Why put it out? I guess to try to get a couple of these people, a couple of the 25K people back in game. Like, I'm not gonna download it. I'm not gonna play it. I'm sure 90% of you in chat haven't downloaded it or played it, and you're probably not going to now. Like, when I hadn't even read this full article yet. I just, like, I saw it, I brought it up, I figured we would read it together. When I saw that, I was like, okay, it's going offline. 90% of the people that are gonna see this these posts. They're gonna be like, okay, the game's shut down. And they're gonna forget about it. If I was like, oh, what's Splitgate 2? I'd look it up. All the new articles are gonna say, oh, it's being shut down. If I was a normie, I'd go, okay, sure. I guess it's offline. I'll play it when they relaunch it. Like, most people are not going to even know it's really online anymore. So they're not gonna go out of their way to play it if they haven't already played it. This just seems like a massive clusterfuck. Then again, every single piece of news I've gotten about this game has sounded like a clusterfuck. So it's not even just now, it's just in general. Seems pretty lame. While this all sounds pretty dire, it might not come as a surprise to the Splitgate 2 players. The game launched to middling reviews, was mired in controversy from the jump, and has since seen a steep drop-off in players and plenty of criticism and frustration from those who stuck around. At the time this piece was first drafted, a quick look at the main page of the Splitgate subreddit shows almost nothing but complaints about the game, memes about the game's general state, and various threads and links to articles about the sinking player counts. It doesn't paint a pretty picture. Yeah, because it's just not a pretty picture. In general. While I spoke to the CEO last week, he referenced one particular Reddit thread entitled, "If You've Stopped Playing, Tell Me Why," that is effectively a laundry list of the player complaints. He says that he and 1047's team read each reply and cataloged them, scrutinizing what the most cited issues were. He admits that Splitgate 2 as it launched is not a finished product yet. Then why the fuck did you guys launch it? If it's because of investor pressure, admit it. Admit it. Admit it. If you guys were like, damn, we have paid for this slot at Summer Games Fest, so we might as well release it so that people can play it, admit it. Say, yeah, that's literally why. Give people information. It's not that hard. But regardless, don't launch broken games. Don't launch games that are not done. Stop thinking that launching games that are not completed is a smart idea. Anyway, Drew, thank you for the $4.99. Put the pillow on its face. Time to go to sleep. Thank you for the $4.99. To be clear, he doesn't think Splitgate 2 is all bad. He's proud of the gameplay, the gunplay, and movement, but Prue admits that there are too many other issues, technical and structural, hindering players from enjoying the good that's there. And, well, that's basically it. Splitgate 2 will remain free to play, and players will keep all the items they've already purchased. He's not doing refunds, he says, but the game comes back in 2026. He does want to simplify the monetization situation. When I ask for specifics, he says he's still thinking about it and will likely shift based on player feedback. But he's currently considering a more basic battle pass, one you simply purchase once for a 3-month period or so, and receive linear rewards from as you play more of the game. I mean, maybe you shouldn't have charged fucking $150 off the rip for a cosmetic pack. Maybe that was stupid. I'm just saying, if I ever launched a game, and let's say I had full control of the monetization, you bet your bottom fucking dollar I wouldn't be charging $150 for a cosmetic bundle, unless it was like, I don't know, like a super special launch pack, but you could get all of the items individually by like playing the game, but there's like 50 items or something. I don't know. I just feel like $150 for a normal cosmetic bundle is absolutely insane. And that was just a one bundle. And then they lower the price to $50. Like, why not charge $50 in the first place? Why not just charge the $50? If it's that simple. If it's literally as simple as one day you just decide to slash the price, why would your first idea be, let's fucking scam these losers? let's start charging them $150. I don't know, guys. Even Concord, a game that allegedly rumored had $500 million put into it, hasn't been relaunched. They took that shit offline, they fired everybody, and they said, well, we're wiping our hands clean of that. You would think that Sony would be like, let's try to relaunch this. It's because it doesn't work. It's because as soon as you... I love Concord, surely. It's because as soon as you've launched something, that's it. People's initial impressions will forever be that. It's even like when we talk about Cyberpunk, or like when we talk about No Man's Sky. We can acknowledge that now those games are absolutely fantastic, and they're amazing, and they put in the work and effort, and they got the support that they deserved. But even when we talk about that, we still sit here and are like, yeah, those games launched and were trash at launch. Like, you're never going to get rid of that image, even if you put effort into it and you fix it up and you give people what they want. So that's crazy. I don't know. I don't think that this is going to work out for them, guys. I mean, even if they did relaunch it, I wouldn't give it a shot. Why would I put my faith in you and trust that you are actually making a good product and you did put your best foot forward when you already have walked back on so many other statements and you've already done so many things to piss people off? Like, you literally had turned your back on the people who were supporting you. And even by apologizing, all you've done is lost players. You bent the knee to the outrage. You apologized, and the people you bent the knee for were like, nope, we still aren't going to support you, which we say is going to happen literally every single freaking time. We say this every single freaking time. It's just not a good look. All you're doing is burning the trust that people actually had in you. All you're doing is apologizing to people who aren't going to listen to you. They don't care if you apologize or not, because you've already made the statement. You've already made the decision. You've already bent the knee. It is what it is. I never even heard of the game before it got pressed for shutting down. So I guess there's the whole no such thing as bad press angle. Yeah, that's true. I feel like the only people in this chat who know what Splitgate 2 even is are the people who were watching the Summer Games Fest event in my stream. Besides those people, everyone else is like, what the fuck even is this game? Hey, it's shut down. That's all I know about it. So stupid. Yeah. It's a great game, but gets sweaty quick with portals. They need a no portal mode for the casual player, similar to Fortnite Zero Build. I don't know, go play a different game then. Isn't the whole point of this game portals? That's like, hey, listen, I know we all really like Call of Duty, but imagine if we were playing Call of Duty, but it was with fucking glow sticks instead of weapons, instead of guns. Like, the whole point is guns? I don't know. I feel like the portals are kind of integral to the game. I guess they might as well launch a mode like that because, well, they need as many players as they can get. But yeah, it seems kind of stupid to me. Unlaunch, it's unrecoverable if they have to do this. I generally agree. And what unlaunched? How many times are games even unlaunched? And I'm talking about like an online game with servers where they're reversing course. Not many, that's for sure. Splitgate 2 should be good. No one likes an unlaunch. It's like relooted. Nobody likes that. LOL, then laughing at the make FPS great again. Clearly you didn't make a great FPS because nobody even cares about your FPS anymore. Yikes. Yikes. Are you making FPS games great again, son? I don't think it's working out. I don't think it's working out very well for them. So yeah. Guys, I thought we'd start off with the big interesting news that Splitgate 2 is launching. And who knows if it will ever relaunch. If they'll ever actually keep this promise. Because they haven't been good at keeping other promises. They haven't been honest about the state of the game. And I don't even think they really know what gamers want from an FPS at this point. So, yeah, I guess it is what it is. Vera must stream Reloaded. When does that even come out? Does it even have a release date? Reloaded release date. It says, shut up and stop asking for me to play stupid games. That's crazy. It says coming soon. It doesn't actually have a date. This game looks special. I'll give them that. Looks real special. Damn, that's crazy. Who even thought that this was a good game idea? What? Why do we have to make bad games? Can't we just make good games? Like, what is this? This NPC looks like they were created in 3 minutes. It is what it is. That's just not it. Has there been any sort of update from the developers? No. There's no sort of update. What about discussions? Wow, guys, things are going very well over there on their community board. As you can see, it's going very well. Why did they? Well, there are some more that are. There are some more that are locked down. Things are going great over here, guys. Nothing weird to see. They're not silencing people. They're not censoring people. If you call it censorship, you don't actually know what censorship is. That's what the journos are going to be saying about this in a week. Honestly, the character design is low-key atrocious. I'd say high-key atrocious, to be honest. That's just me, though. Who locked this thread down? Okay, so it was the developers. Yup. I really liked them from what I saw in the teaser. The game engine had them looking pretty expressive. Thanks for sharing, and we're super glad you like what you saw. They didn't even respond to the point of the I love how they do that. They say, okay, so somebody says something negative, and so somebody, of course, says, no, you're wrong, this looks great, and then instead of addressing the criticism, they just address the positive comment, and then they lock the fucking thread so nobody can keep criticizing them. So stupid. So dumb. Addis, thank you for the 10. Speaking of bad games, what do you think of Rock Beast? I don't know what that is, Addis. Listen, Addis. You are the one who purchased Creature Kind. And after hearing Rock Beasts, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. What is it? Can you tell me? Thank you for the 10. Can you tell us, please? I don't want to Google it, man. After seeing what you did to us with the Creature Kind stream, I don't think I can Google it. I don't think I have the heart. People's jobs are at stake. How do you guys like your steak? Huh? Medium? Medium well? Rare? Because this guy's talking about steak. I get having a little trolling fun. I used to browse me back in 2024. But you guys really need to lock in. There are hundreds, if not thousands of people whose lives depend on the game succeeding. Just food for thought before you gloat. Absolute fucking troll. He still likes a little bit of trolling. Thousands of people, guys. Surely. 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 Do I actually have to look up this stupid game? Does look bad. That's a great description. Thank you. Rock Beasts. What is it? Oh my god. What is it? Is this a fucking stupid singing? Is this gonna be fucking Goodbye Volcano High again? It is. It's just Goodbye Volcano High again. Lead a band of misfits. I'm done. Good enough for me. I'm out. Who thought this was a good idea? Take a few moments to sit down. Relax. And think about this. You made a game revolving around the idea of black people stealing things. What gave you the impression this was a good idea to pitch to the market? The thread has drifted very far off topic. Locked. Is anyone genuinely offended by this, or is it all irony? I just want to see what the developers are saying. Have they made any other statements? No, they did not. They just locked it. They didn't say anything else. So everything for Relooted's going. It's going great. Relooted's going great. Splitgate 2's going great. Everything's going good. Guys, I do not think we will be playing Rock Beasts. It doesn't even have a release date yet, so I guess we have some great time to think about it. Maybe it'll be good. You know? All I know is I'm not interested. Whenever I hear a band of misfits now, and it's a game with a bunch of animal creatures, and they're marketing it with the bisexual lighting, I'm biased, I guess. Maybe when it comes out, if everybody loves it, I'll play it. Oh, guys, really quick. Ubisoft has announced lower than expected results for its latest financial quarter. Who could have imagined? Ubisoft isn't making money, guys? Guys, I can't believe this is happening. How is Ubisoft not making money? Ubisoft's a great company. Ubisoft sold 8 million copies of fucking Assassin's Creed Shadows. What was their last number? 5 million? 5 million players? I think they announced that 2 days ago. 5 million players, guys, for Assassin's Creed. They should be doing great. And I also think that it's funny that they blamed Star Wars Outlaws' failure on Star Wars as a dying brand. Hey, listen, I get it. I agree, right? I don't think Star Wars is in the place that it previously was in. Star Wars has been in a state of disaster. And I feel that the general, like, brand trust has gone down quite a bit. But at the same time, you guys just made a trash game. Well, we're talking about a set of trash games. We're not even just talking about one trash game, right? We're talking about Skull and Bones, X-Defiant, Outlaws, Shadows. I don't even know what they released before that, but clearly those were probably bad too. Thank you for the 99-cent super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we're not even gonna click the article because we have other stuff to talk about, but I just wanted to highlight this real quick while we were, you know, on our way to the next tab. Thought that was kind of funny. I mean, who could have imagined this happening? Ubisoft's been making bank, surely, guys. They've launched 8,000 games lately. And each one of them has been a failure. How the turntable. Oh, I wanted to highlight this really quick. Over the many years, right? Since Gamergate 1 It started with Bayonetta was created as an object for men, and she was only created to be objectified, even though the person who created Bayonetta's design was a female. We don't talk about that. Bayonetta, yada yada, sexist. So you guys are sexist. And they tried to, years later, flip the narrative on Bayonetta that she was actually a queer icon. That Bayonetta and Jean are lovers, that they're actually secretly lesbians for each other. And then, of course, when Bayonetta 3 came out, all of those hopes and dreams became coping and seething over the fact that they established Bayonetta was, in fact, a straight woman, and Bayonetta was, in fact, in a relationship with a man, and Bayonetta actually, in fact, had a daughter. Crazy, I know. But I guess Hideki Kamiya had to re-clarify this over on X. He said, I've said it many times, but Bayo is carefree and Jean takes on the role of looking after her. So why do they have that kind of relationship? There's a proper reason for it, but when I tried to depict it, Platinum quit. Because basically this person was saying that Kamiya took everything from us and like forced a Bayonetta into this straight relationship. And Kamiya, you took everything from us because you forced a Bayonetta to be straight and yada yada. He's like, yep, sorry to say, I've said it many times, but Bayo and Jean don't have that kind of relationship. What? Why is it always the creator is a piece of shit for not doing what these people want? I think that's so funny. It's so pathetic, but it's funny because they're so... Listen, I get it, right? You might like this character, and you can, in your mind, like, imagine whatever you want for a character, right? If you... you have this fan like relationship and like fan cast characters and you have this story in your mind, that's fine. You personally can have a character exist in your mind in any context or capacity you want them to. But a creative isn't like a disgusting person for simply not writing it the way you wanted it to be written. I thought that was super funny. They've never had this kind of relationship. As if he has had to say it so many times now that he's just like, I'm so sick of you guys. You took everything from us. It was never yours to begin with. Whew. That's so funny to me. Oh, that's so funny. Because you know these people are absolutely triggered over this. The mentally ill can't think of two women with a close relationship. Same with two men without thinking of them being gay. So sad. Yup. I personally have never thought of like these two characters being like lovers. I think that's kind of weird. Maybe it's because, I don't know, I see these characters the way that they were originally written and intended to be, which was just friends that care about each other and friends that are like close to each other and people who care for each other. That doesn't mean that they have to be in some kind of like romantic relationship. But yeah, I thought that was truly fascinating. Because, well, he definitely did, I guess, upset some people just by creating these characters who were not lesbians. Everything always has to be a relationship. Or else you're just a terrible person for not representing certain sexuality or culture or ethnicity or background. Pick one of the 50 things. Because, I mean, we need something to be mad at him for, I guess. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's move to the next topic. That was just a quick quick hit that I thought was truly interesting. I'm playing NieR for the first time. After I 100%ed Stellar Blade, the story's fucking great. I'm having a lot of fun. They are very similar in a lot of ways. I love them both. They're both really, really freaking great. Glad you're getting around to them, though. But yeah, this is what it is. So, guys, we've been talking a lot lately about adult content. We've been talking about payment processors pressuring Japanese creatives into, you know, self-censoring and platforms to censor certain content that's made. Of course, my stance is pretty clear. It's really, really unfortunate that this is happening and that payment processors have so much fucking control at this point over our entertainment. It's really, really insane. But the NieR creator is now speaking out against payment processors pressuring Japanese adult content platforms, saying it's a security hole that endangers democracy itself. It's always good to see creatives actually speaking out on issues like this. Because a lot of times, right, these creatives are afraid, which I understand. They're afraid that they're going to lose their position in the industry. They're afraid that they're going to, you know, upset the apple cart. They're afraid that they're going to make a statement that could jeopardize their future at a company or in an industry. So I get it. But the more people that speak up, the better. So the Drakengard NieR Automata creator, Yoko Taro, recently joined in on the discourse surrounding Western credit card payment processors and the pressure they've been exerting on Japanese adult content platforms in the past year, which I don't really know why Automaton like wrote it this way, because this had been happening for years prior in Japan. I've talked about it in all my videos on this topic. There have been plenty of Japanese credit card companies and payment processors, right, that have said, oh, certain platforms have to be shut down because we're pulling your ability to fund. It's like with Manga Library Z, Ken Akamatsu's platform, which was just an archival site for older manga. They had to shut down because it wasn't financially viable anymore. They probably should have just mentioned that straight up, because clearly this isn't just like in the Western world. Sure, right now it's reaching like the Western world, and there's a lot of discussion on it because of that. But I mean, it had been happening for months and years before in Japan. Though in a post on his personal X account, he commented about credit card payment companies refusing to process payments for legal adult content. I love the way that he words that, by the way, because that's the opinion that most of us have. If it's rated properly and a platform has similar content, right, then it shouldn't be a problem. But publishing in similar fields have always faced regulations that go beyond the law. But the fact that a payment processor, which is involved in the entire infrastructure of content distribution, can do such things at its own discretion seems to me to be dangerous on a whole new level. It implies that by controlling payment processing companies, you can even censor another country's free speech. Whew. It's true. In a follow-up tweet, he goes on to say that I feel like it's not just a matter of censoring adult content or jeopardizing freedom of expression, but rather a security hole that endangers democracy itself. See, now they get into the Manga Library Z thing, but I feel like the way that they worded it initially was a little bizarre. I mean, I completely agree with you know, Yoko Taro, and I feel like a lot of people are generally going to feel the same exact way. Like, it is very, very dangerous for a payment processor to be able to say, you are not allowed to have this type of content on your platform anymore. And we are going to rip away your ability to make money for your entire platform based on a few pieces of content. And even if Steam had made it so, let's say all of those sex sim games couldn't make money, and let's say all of those sex sim games were free to download, they could still, these payment processors could still say, nope, we're going to rip the potential for all funding away from you because it's still hosted on your platform, which is such a major problem. Now, of course, I get it, right? There are going to be people who say, well, I don't really care about the sex simulators being banned. I don't really care that this content is being censored. But censorship is a slippery slope. And if you give companies an inch, they will take a mile. And if you do not fight back against this content being censored, well, who knows what else is going to be censored? It's like I've used an example. Oh, well, guys, if we're censoring sex sim games, right? Well, then we have to censor things like Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire because there's incest, there's rape, there's all these different things that, oh my god, the payment processors, you know, guys, they could go after it. Slippery slope. We need to start censoring the Realm of the Elderlings. We need to start censoring Dune. We need to start censoring, you know, so many video games like the Cyberpunks and the GTAs and the Witchers. There's just so many things that would be sanitized, and I, like many other people, don't want sanitized content. Do we want to live in a China where blood can't be certain colors? In China, blood has to have a certain like pattern or texture. So like, oh, the blood has to have like hexagons in it. It has to have some kind of like texture. And then it has to be, I think it's neon green and lilac purple. Oh, you can't have guns that shoot bullets. They have to be like generic shapes, like just a cylinder that shoots or that doesn't shoot anything, and then the person in front of you might just die, like they might just fall to the ground. Like, you can't have skeletons. Like, it is such a slippery fucking slope. It is crazy. And that's why it's important to talk about it. Because then, of course, you have these certain people, right? These certain feminist organizations that we'll get into in just a second, that will continue to push the lines and push the boundaries. And, well, it's good to see somebody like Yoko Taro coming out and speaking about this because, yeah, I feel like there are so many creatives who don't want to because they are afraid to jeopardize their position within the industry, which I don't necessarily think is a shocker, but at the same time, it's still, it's still not. In my opinion, it's not a good look for them to stay silent. Because it could happen to you. Your content could be censored. Your way of making money could be ripped away from you. Your games might be on a naughty list, and no platform will want to publish them anymore. You always have to assume that one day something you care about is going to be censored. One day something you care about is going to be altered. It might not be now. It might not be in a month, but it could be in 5 years. It could be in 10 years. And by then, it's going to be far, far too late. So yeah. I mean, not shocking that we've gotten to this point because there are so many groups that will constantly complain about content that they personally do not agree with. And that's what's happening with all these feminist groups right now. It's crazy. It's not, I don't mean it's crazy as in it's shocking. It's just, it's crazy because it's fucking insane that this is happening. Anyone with the attitude of, I don't like this, so no one else should be allowed to have it, is just a very horribly selfish and evil person, and that they should be banned from the internet. There are a lot of people that are like that. Well, you know, I don't like it, so that means that we shouldn't be allowed to view it, or nobody else should be allowed to have it. I get it, right? Sex simulator games aren't necessarily important to me. I don't download sex simulator games. I don't play sex simulator games. But I play games that happen to have sex in them, like The Witcher, right? Like Cyberpunk. It's just a part of adult content. And as an adult, you shouldn't have to worry about something that simple being censored. So, yeah, sure, I don't necessarily care about the content of these games, but at the same time, I'm going to defend them because ultimately, if they're properly rated, a whole platform shouldn't be forced to remove them. Or you also have to put some of the blame on Steam in this case, because Steam was already... Let's not act like it's just credit card companies. Steam for years and years, and even PlayStation, they've been removing certain content. I have hundreds of videos up on the channel talking about Valve's and Sony's removing content that they've deemed too inappropriate or overly sexual. And we're talking about games in some cases that were not overly sexual at all fucking whatsoever. But now, with them, you know, pushing this, we don't even know what's going to fall into that category. Games like The Witcher, games like Cyberpunk, we're using them as an example for what could eventually maybe not exist, right? But we're not talking about those now because they make way too much fucking money. So games like that are safe for now, but there's an asterisk next to the for now, because if one thing could be censored, anything could be censored. But yeah, I mean, obviously, major problem. And with that being said, we'll talk about the feminists. Man, I love feminists so much. I love feminists. Guys, I can't believe I have to fucking talk about Kotaku. Listen, I'm shocked. I am insanely shocked that Kotaku and Anna Valens are saying this is setting a dangerous precedent. That's just insane to me. That's crazy. I don't know about that. I feel like they're going to turn around tomorrow and say that this is actually good. Why they're not doing it yet? That's crazy. I guess it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're good people or changing their fucking minds, but kind of weird. Anyway, of course, I've made a couple of videos on this already, but yeah, Steam's updating their rules to prohibit content that violates rules set forth by payment processors and banks. And there are feminists. A feminist organization known as Collective Shout is saying that this is because of them, guys. That they're so happy that these payment processors are listening to them and taking them seriously. And this is such a major feminist win, which is so insane because I think it's funny that everyone that supports censorship like this is so insanely fucking brain dead, because you're saying, oh, censorship is good. In this case, I'm happy things are being censored. Until in a couple of years when something you care about ends up being fucking censored. Like you're actually not going to get a win out of this. Just because it's a win now for you means it's gonna be a loss for you down the line. How stupid. So, Collective Shout is, of course, celebrating their success, saying, Major win! New policy on Steam and all of these games being removed since we launched our campaign, calling on payment processors to stop facilitating payments for all of these different games on Steam earlier this week. The gaming platform has added a new rule to their policies and has removed hundreds of these games. I haven't seen a list of hundreds of games being removed. At this point, when they had posted this 3 days ago, there was about 30 games that had been removed. Now, perhaps it's significantly more, but by the time they were claiming it was hundreds of games, it was only 30 that we know of. So, yeah, that's weird, but okay. Drew, thank you so much for the $4.99 super sticker. I'm still triggered that the super sticker image doesn't pop up. That's stupid. I still hate that. Also, I see the super sticker. You're taking your notes for the quiz tonight. Good. Glad to help. The new rule states, of course, content that may violate, which by the way, may violate. They can remove whatever the heck they want, whenever the heck they want, whyever the heck they want. Content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by Steam's payment processors and related card networks and banks or internet network providers, in particular, certain kinds of adult-only content. We counted almost 500 games tagged with R and I on a Monday. I don't know how many times I should say these words in a live stream, so we're gonna stupid self-censor. That's me. The self-censorship slippery slope. Listen, I'm not losing my channel because these feminist fucking freaks. I probably, calling them the feminist freaks means that they're gonna fucking bot report anyway. So like, if they're gonna come after me, they're gonna come after me anyway. Regardless though, predictably, misogynistic gamers have come out in full force of defense of their access to these types of games, sending our teams abuse and threats. And this part really, really, really highlights the fact that these people don't know how the internet works. Using and distributing photos of our faces. And obviously, yes, right? If you're telling these people to off themselves, if you're sending them, like, death threats, none of those things are okay. I'm not saying you guys are, because you guys are level-headed. But, like, first of all, they're claiming all of these things, which none of those things are good. None of those things are okay. But, of course, we know that they love to play the victim. Though they say, using and distributing photos of our faces. Are you guys fucking stupid or what? Guys. I spelt it wrong. Guys. What do you mean? You put your faces on your social media accounts, and you have pictures of your own faces on your literal website. You guys are public figures. You literally link to your own LinkedIns. No one's typing in fucking this chick's name, Renee Chopping. I'm gonna go to her fucking personal Facebook and I'm gonna friend her. I'm gonna find one of her friends' names. I'm gonna copy their profile and I'm gonna fucking friend her and say I got locked out of my old account. Like, and I'm gonna steal her fucking pictures. Nobody's doing that. People are going to your LinkedIns. They're going to your social media and they're copy image. They're just taking photos that are public. If you're a public figure and you post public photos of your face on public platforms, what the fuck do you expect is gonna happen? People are gonna take your photos and use them. That's just how it goes. You're not victims. I guess you're always a victim if you cry hard enough, you know? I'm a victim of my own trauma that I caused to myself. You're always a victim if you try hard enough. Anyway, like, it's not shocking, right, that these people are sitting here complaining. But you can't use pictures of your own face being used against you as some big sticking point against gamers. You know? I could take the image of your face right here, Melinda. Melinda, who said that we're brain rotted, right? I go to your profile. I'll take this picture. I put a fucking clown nose on your face. What is that, harassment? Probably to her. Because she doesn't actually deal with other human beings. The 3 people that are in her fucking echo chamber are ChatGPT Instance 1, ChatGPT Instance 2, and her ex-husband that hates her guts, probably. She said, oh, by the way, she's the co-founder of Collective Shout. She said all these poor and sick, brain-rotted P-gamer fetishists are so desperate to get their hands on these disgusting R-sister incest games. They're now exchanging clues on how to find them so they don't all die overnight. Who said anything about dying, first of all? And second of all, being anti-censorship doesn't make you a disgusting person. Being anti-censorship doesn't mean that you're telling on yourself. Being anti-censorship doesn't mean that you're any of these things. But of course, it's okay when people like Melinda here call you disgusting, degenerate things, but it's not okay when you call her those same exact things. If you say this to her, it's harassment. If she says it to you, she's exercising her freedom of speech. That's the mentality that these people have. This is why nobody takes you seriously. This is why you have 85 likes. Let me refresh. This is why you have 86 likes and 572 comments and 167 retweets. This is why only 86 people agree with you. This is why. Because you're so difficult. You are so... The self-awareness, it's truly inspiring how little these people actually have. It's crazy. And of course, dumbasses. I tried to feel my character. Is this porn? I think that's such a funny image. I love that image. You know what? I gotta save that image. I'm stealing that. That's such a good image. Because it's so fucking true. It's always, is this pornography? We need to get rid of porn. This is porn? This is disgusting, degenerate content. Let's label everything porn. It's crazy. Of course you decide to lash out, get emotional, throw buzzwords, and made-up accusations when you get pushed back against your authoritarian crusade. Why do people even give you stupid old dried-up bitter bitches the time of day? I seriously wonder. You look like Iggy Pop. Crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. I mean, I don't even think I need to say anything. I think everybody's already saying it. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, that's true. But of course, they're trying to say, well, guys, you are a terrible person if you defend all of this. Oh, why are you defending it? Are you telling on yourself? Are you actually a terrible person? Like, they always need to make it seem like the most dramatic situation possible. They always have to go to the worst possible, or else even the few people that do agree with them would be like, wow, you guys sound insane. But of course, because they're pointing out like the worst case scenario, there's going to be people who say, yeah, those people are pretty bad, because they don't actually know all of the information at hand. Cabal, thank you so much for the 10. Guys, of course, I appreciate your donations and your support. Subversion through credit card companies is not new, sadly. Years ago, the feminists tried to use credit card companies to create a backdoor firearm owner registration. Their gamut failed, though, yeah. I mean, credit card companies have been censoring people for a very long time, like I mentioned in Japan, even looking at like the WikiLeaks situation, right? In 2011. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not, it's not new. It's true. But thank you so much for the 10. Much appreciated. You threatened to sue a woman for daring to speak out against you. I think that it's so fascinating to see the lengths that these people will go, that they'll start threatening lawsuits, right? Oh, we need to sue people for not agreeing with us. Like, what? That's insane. If you're on social media and you're making a statement, a public statement, then, I mean, we're talking about public figures going at each other, right? It's not, we're not, you guys already know where I'm going. I've already said it 80,000 freaking times. You have a history of using harsh language to get your way. No more. It's almost exactly like what is happening with Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby contacts companies, and then in the meetings, they try to scare them. They're scare tactics. I'm going to sue you. Oh, well, if you don't end up hiring us, your game might fail, and we might make sure that it fails. Well, we might go on social media and call you bigots and racists and sexists and misogynists for not hiring us. Which is funny. Then you have L.S. Kennedy, which is somebody who is not... They are a collective shout campaigner, so they're not somebody who is like a Melinda, right, who's a co-founder. But this person has been very vocal over the past couple of days, saying things like, when your work inspires this level of vitriol, you know you're doing something good. If your work leads to this much vitriol, right, maybe it's because people don't like you and people don't agree with you. And people are saying you're a fucking loser. I mean, it's kind of just that simple. Not all press is good press. Sometimes negative press is in fact bad press. As a woman myself, right, I would never, ever want these fucking stuck up bitches speaking for my gender. These people are the worst of the worst because they don't actually care about protecting women. They don't actually care about protecting girls. They care about making a profit off of the claim that they care about protecting women and girls. I can see through your bullshit. And clearly, most other people can too, given all of your posts are getting ratioed. Brian, thank you so much for the 5. I just want to say thank you for staying in the fights that you've been fighting and putting yourself on the front lines. Thank you so much for the donation. Brian, I appreciate your support. People like you are the reason why I can continue to make this content until the payment processors cut me off, then I'm toast. So proud of the women I work alongside. By the way, you put 2 fucking spaces, you absolute loser. Learn how to use a fucking keyboard. Plus, so appreciative of the thousands of individuals backing our org to change corporate behavior and end sexploitation. Red flag, Sweet Baby detected. This is Sweet Baby wording at its finest. We want to change corporate behavior. That's the same exact fucking thing you'd actually hear out of the Sweet Baby playbook because all these people are fucking Marxists, right? We're talking about fucking cultural Marxists here. These people do not actually care about protecting individuals. They care about reshaping society in the way that they believe is better, even if it's not better. Her claws are out. Oh, because the double space. Like, just learn how to use a fucking keyboard. It's really not that. It's not that crazy. It's not that tough. It really isn't. No, we won't be silenced. You know what is so fucking... It's so fucking funny. It's so hilarious to me that these people use this language. No, we won't be silenced, when all you're doing is pushing for censorship to be normalized. Yeah, you're not being silenced today, but in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, if everything goes the way that you fucking want, you will be silenced. Are you guys brain dead? Do you guys even fucking read the things that you say? Are you actually reading the nonsense you're spouting? We won't be silenced. You can't silence us until you end up being silenced for the shit that you're perpetuating. It's so fucking funny to me that these people are so not self-aware. It's honestly mind-boggling. It's baffling. You have maybe hundreds of people versus the thousands more pushing back because you want to chase fiction and text while defending cuties of all things. It's crazy that they say in one case, oh, this entertainment is bad because it's exploiting victims or whatever. And then in another case, you're saying, oh, this is good because it's highlighting how these people could be victims. Like, you're bringing awareness. Like, what are you, well, like, what? Are you crazy? This right here just highlights how much of a non-issue 98% of the things that they bitch about really are. This bakery had to pull their best buns in town staff t-shirts after an employee complained and after a hit piece was written about them. They claim sexualized slogans on staff uniforms leave young employees vulnerable to sexual harassment. Where is the fucking proof of this? Where's your study? Where's your evidence? Where's the proof? Oh, yes, that's right. There literally is none. These people piss me off so bad. This is so infuriating. It's just a slogan, man. It's a slogan on a shirt. But one employee complained, and then there was a hit piece put out about them. And so we need to cancel them because of we've got the best buns in town slogan. We have scientific consensus. Follow the science. I made it the fuck up. Science used to mean something. Yeah, it did. It did. Casually exposing myself as a porn-brained individual that sees porn and everything. What? No, these people aren't like that. These people aren't like that. They don't see porn and everything. Just in 98% of things, and then they go to fucking complain about it and try to make money off of it. Thank you so much for the 10. Hey, Vera, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I've always appreciated the informative content. The petition on change is just about to hit 25,000 signatures. Let's keep it up, gamers. Can somebody post that in the Discord? Actually, I might have it bookmarked. You're talking about the credit card, the payment processor one. Yeah, I might have it bookmarked on my X. Actually, let me check real quick. The Tell MasterCard, Visa, and activist groups one. Let me see. Payment processor petition. I don't know if I have it on. Yeah, this isn't a link. But I do know which one you're talking about. I'm gonna find it really quickly and put it in the chat. But thank you so much for the 10. Much appreciated. Thank you. Guys, I appreciate your donations, your support, of course. Is this it? Yes, it is. Guys, I will put this in the chat. Okay, it is working. Sometimes change.org petition links don't work in YouTube chat for some reason. It's a little bit suspicious. I don't know why, but this one worked. This one worked just fine. But yes, I did put it in the chat. Thank you so much for reminding me, actually, so that I did put it in there. I'll put it in the description as well, just in case anybody else asks for it. There we go. It's in the description too, guys. But yeah, Savvy had said, you want to tell women what to do, how to think, what to wear, and what to consume. It's so funny to me that these people claim they want equality, even though we know they don't fucking want equality, right? They want to denigrate men. And that's why they're targeting video games, because it's a male-dominated space, right? It's a traditionally male hobby. Even though it's not just men anymore. Well, then again, the video game industry's never just been men. That's a ridiculous claim for them, of course, to make in general. But, you know, these people actually just want to control women, right? Because, oh, if in one case they say, well, women should be able to do what they want with their bodies, but then they turn around and say, well, women can't actually do what they want with their bodies because that's pornography, and pornography is bad. And if you wear a skimpy outfit, well, then you're promoting porn culture and you're appealing to the male gaze. Fictionalized concept. Attacking bakeries, lip gloss, makeup, ads, and women choosing clothing you don't like. None of that stops rape and abuse. What I think is so funny about this point is it reminds me of an ad. I've mentioned this before, but there used to be an ad a couple of years back where makeup was called slave paint. And like nail polish was bad, and like makeup was bad, and just women using cosmetic products to make themselves feel good was bad and was negative because it appealed to, again, the male gaze. It's never actually about empowering women, because as a woman, right, doing your hair, doing makeup, right, doing your nails, all those things are nice. They make you feel good. It is a way for you to feel, I don't know, we'll use their language for a minute, empowered, right? There are some women who feel extremely empowered by these things, by going out and by buying new clothing and buying new jewelry, things like that. But now it's, well, actually, that stuff is bad because a man might see it and might appreciate it. Like, what the actual fuck? Can these people just, they say one thing and then they say the next day, because they are true, genuine grifters. They don't actually give a fuck about protecting anybody. See, I care about protecting my cat. He's so cute. Look at that. He's so cute. Man, to be a cat laying under a Skyrim blanket, that'd be the life. He's looking so comfortable. He's got all his toys everywhere. He made a mess. Man, Bobo's just chilling. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Sometimes we gotta take a Bilbo break, or else I'm just gonna be completely fucking triggered. But yeah. One minute it's empowering women, the next minute it's not empowering women, and it's actually pornography, and you're feeding pornographic culture, and you're appealing to the male gaze. Women do these things to feel pretty, not empowered. Well, right, it's like with men. Oh, is men getting a haircut? Men shaving their beard? Oh, you're appealing to the female gaze. You need to fucking stop. What? That's insane. It's insane to even joke about it because it's not even funny. It's not even a good point. I think makeup is stupid, but I never call it slave paint, especially when women insist like crazy to wear it. Well, true. You might think it's stupid, but it's one thing to think something's stupid, because that's fine. But it's another thing to say that like you're promoting a certain type of culture that's disgusting. Like, what? Next, they're gonna want makeup banned. That's not going to work out very well for them. Cutting off support to breast cancer charities because you don't like the company doing it while defending cuties is a wild behavior. I mean, it definitely is. Some thoughts on cuties and why I'm not joining calls to ban. Because I'm not like the other feminists. Because I am unique. I have to have the most retarded takes on the internet. So stupid. So stupid. I'm surprised Collective Shout hasn't blocked me yet. I'm genuinely just shocked by this. We won't be lectured on exploitation by grown adults defending sexual torture sims. We expose exploitation. We oppose sexual harm. We stand with women and girls, only the women and girls that make you money. You don't actually stand with all women and with all girls. You don't actually care about protecting women and protecting girls. You simply care about making as much money as possible, Renee. Oh, hey, we saw Renee! Hey, we saw Renee on this other page. Where is it, Renee? Where is she? Renee. What's up, Renee? Wait a minute. This is harassment right now. Guys, this is harassment. Oh my god. I'm showing her social media. I'm showing her picture. We have to get that off the screen. I'm literally harassing her. Brain dead. Brain dead. Brain dead. She's the campaign's strategy. Campaign strategy what? Manager? Assistant? Director? Renee is an advocate of child's rights through her trauma rehabilitation work with survivors of sexual exploitation and human trafficking. Listen, I don't have a problem with people like this existing, right? People who work with survivors of exploitation and trafficking. Obviously, those people have gone through some absolutely fucking horrendous things, and those people deserve all different sorts of support. They deserve as much help and support as they possibly need and deserve. 100%. But don't sit here and claim to actually care about most of these people when you don't, right? You're saying, oh, I'm going to go online and I'm going to talk about online safety and media literacy and sexuality and mental health. You're not actually helping anybody, though. All you're doing is trying to tear entertainment away from people, right? What you're doing is not helping anybody. All you are doing is making it harder for people to consume entertainment, right? Because again, it is a very slippery slope. One day, right, the topic of sexual exploitation, human trafficking, guys, that to me seems like it might be a controversial topic. And guess what can be banned on Steam now? Controversial topics. Well, guys, I guess there's no more games or entertainment now or books, right, that have the words human trafficking in them. Because that could be deemed a little bit controversial. That could offend somebody. That could bother somebody. Man, if only you didn't call for censorship. See, it's a slippery fucking slope. It's a slippery slope. Women with big breasts aren't real, guys. Women with big breasts. You're hurting children, apparently. I say that like we actually have one of those women in chat. How many women in chat right now? Me. Hey, I have an 8% female viewership, okay? There might be at least one more here. Video games with porn-type heroines are harming children. How the fuck is that even possible? Man, there are women out there with big breasts. I'm gonna walk by a woman with big boobs one day and be like, you're hurting children. You know how fucking stupid you sound? Do you know how you sound right now? Thank you so much for the 10. Love the content in the Discord channel. It's great to have a place with a diversity of thought. Hey, the word diversity, take a shot. And not just an echo chamber where we can have real mature discussions. Keep up the fight, Vera. Thank you so much for joining the Discord, for watching the content, for your monetary support, for being part of the community. I, of course, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. You guys are the reason this channel exists. Porn. I love how they put it in all caps. Porn influenced heroines. I'm sorry. I just caused 3 of you to go deaf. Influenced heroines in video games with impossibly big breasts. They show... I fucking love the internet. They show 3 images of women with not unrealistically or impossibly big breasts. What are you talking about? The 3 sets of breasts on this screen right now are maybe slightly above an average, right? We're not talking about impossibly big breasts here. What? And unreal bodies. Man, where are Laura's organs? I can't believe they put these on my screen. You're really bothering my delicate sensibilities right now. You're so fucking stupid. Like, what? All 3 of the women on this screen, besides Cortana, because she's blue, right? Just looking at her body proportions, all these women look normal. They literally look normal. And when you are talking about impossibly big breasts, we're talking about like modders, literally modding breasts as big as a character, as big as they can be, like covering her whole entire body, and they hit the floor because they're that big, right? Every single person on the face of this earth that would look at that would go, that looks stupid. Sure, you might like to play as that character. You might think the mod is funny. It's funny, right? But every single person would go, yeah, they do look stupid. So how is that harming anybody? How is this harming children? Even when women are depicted as kicking arse, ooh, we can't even say the word ass, guys. They have to be hot doing it. I've never thought Lara Croft was hot. I never thought anything she did was hot. Why are you fucking objectifying Lara Croft? Are you a porn-brained schizo loser? Why are you saying that they look hot while doing that? You're porn-brained. You're feeding into the fucking toxic culture that gamers are also perpetuating. See, I could flip it around on you too. Stupid. Youth and women's advocate Melinda Tankard-Rice said, attention is drawn to her sexual characteristics. You're the one drawing attention to her sexualized characteristics. Why are you saying they're sexualized? Why are you bringing attention to this? Why are you feeding into this toxic culture? It's dumb. It's so dumb. Attention is drawn to her sexual characteristics with tight clothing, emphasizing large, surgically enhanced breasts. It is almost assumed that boys wouldn't want to play video games without sexy women in them. Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to pretend I didn't just read that. According to the Sydney psychologist Sarah McMahon, director of Body Matters... What the fuck? Wait. Body Matters. Body Matters. Body Matters? Body Matters. Body Matters. Australia? I can't find Body Matters. Oh, maybe they're out of business. That sucks. Rest in piss. These images set up impossible expectations. The women in these video games have impossibly big breasts. They are not athletic. It's like what Phoebe Waller-Bridge is doing right now. Let me find that too. I have too much stuff I need to find. Let's see if I can find it real quick. No, I don't want my own video on it. It's stupid. Yeah. Here we go. This reminds me a lot of what she's doing right now. Get off my screen. Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Tomb Raider writers are debating Lara Croft's body for the right reasons. Players were obsessed with sexualizing Lara Croft in whatever way they could, with one fan even developing a software patch known as Nude-Raider, which allowed players to see the character in the nude. Damn, that's a shame. Anybody have a link to that? Since her arrival nearly 30 years ago, Lara Croft has evolved in countless ways. Yada fucking yada, yada yada yada. Fleabag and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny star Phoebe Waller-Bridge is now set to helm a new Tomb Raider series for Amazon. And based on a recent profile with Vanity Fair, she is also well versed in the legacy of not just Lara Croft, but of her culturally impactful bus line. The boob conversation. We're in it. We're having it. She announced in the middle of the interview, keep in mind, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a fucking scammer. Phoebe Waller-Bridge has been signed for a contract with Amazon since 2021. She has gotten $100 million out of Amazon. And what has she made for them? Nothing. This apparently doesn't even have a full script yet. And sure, they've been thinking of casting because allegedly Sophie Turner is in talks to be Lara Croft, but they don't even have a script ready. So she says that the size of Lara Croft's breast became a heated topic in the writer's room for a new series. See, if I was a fucking journo, I'd put a large conversation, a large topic, whatever. Canonically speaking, Lara Croft is one of the most recognizable busty figures in pop culture. Yeah, just because she's a fucking woman who has breasts. All women have breasts to some extent. Some are bigger, some are smaller. At the end of the day, every single woman has breasts. So, see, this is the problem. If you want to find an issue, you're going to find a fucking issue. Right? If you look for racism, you're going to find racism. If you want to look for over-sexualization, you're going to find over-sexualization, because you could literally just say, oh my god, I saw one comment on social media from somebody saying this female character has boobs. They're fucking horny losers. Like, with this mentality, literally every single woman in her entire life has been over-sexualized by a man, and every man has been over-sexualized by a woman. You're so stupid. She's a Tomb Raider, so she's incredibly fit. She has to squeeze through tiny rock crevices all the time. It is a different experience squeezing through a small rock crevice when you have larger boobs, not that she would know, than if you have smaller boobs. What I think is so funny about this is she's basically attacking bigger-breasted women because she's bothered. Because she personally doesn't have big boobs, so it's like she has this vendetta against casting women with big boobs in entertainment. That's dumb. That's so dumb. But yeah, it reminded me of that. Listen, guys, it's a talk stream, right? I'm referencing an article from like 2 years ago, okay? Actually, just over 2 years ago. Congratulations. It's so bad. It's not like I expect any better from these people. Because I don't expect anything really from these people at all that, like, could be deemed. Well, I don't even want to say could be deemed good, because you're definitely not expecting anything good from these women. You know what? I'll stop myself there. I'll stop myself there, but how is it that having big boobs hurts children? That's crazy. And I know that they truly mean, like, it could hurt what they mean is that, oh, well, young girls are having to deal with these very unrealistic body proportions, and, like, there are these unreal expectations placed upon them, and then if they don't see themselves in a character on screen, it could damage their mental health. That's so fucking stupid. You should not like a character because they happen to be a man with dark hair and brown eyes, and because you look that way, right? You should, in theory, not connect with a character based on their physical traits. You should connect with them because they are compassionate, they are empathetic, they're nervous but they're brave when they have to be. They're fiercely loyal. They're persistent. Like, you should be able to connect with a character on a deeper level. That's like me, right? I connect with male characters, and I like male characters because of their personality. I don't see Clive or fucking, I don't know, Master Chief and be like, man, I can't play this game because I can't physically see myself in this character. That's insane. Who gives a fuck what they look like? Who gives a fuck if they look like me? I'm here to connect with a character or appreciate a character, right? Because of all of these different things. Or if they're a villain, by the end, I expect to see their point of view, even if along the way, right, they make decisions that you wouldn't have made or you wouldn't have expected. The point is that they're a character and you're supposed to appreciate them as a character. It's not you, simulator, you doofus. Anyway, Drew, thank you for the $4.99. I love boobs. You're sexist. You're objectifying women. You're promoting fetish behavior. You're harming women right now, Drew. How does that make you feel? Thank you so much for the $4.99. You're canceled, but I appreciate your no-no. Hey, you paid the misogyny tax. It's okay. You know what? I'll let that slide. Thank you so much for the $1.99. I've been brain for Lincoln femme character for 19 years now. I do know what words are. Also, I don't know what to call you because I don't know what your name means, but thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. I've been pea-brained for liking the femme characters. Yep. Hey, listen. It's a little sexist, but that's okay. Guys. All these comments right now are probably being screenshotted by these hags. They're probably screenshotting all these fucking all these comments about these characters and all these different comments, and they're about to write a hit piece about us. You know what? I'm gonna turn it on them first. I'm writing a hit piece about us. Expect my article on Kotaku in the morning. Glitch, thank you for the 10. Ladies with large chests. Quote tweet this collective shout woman images of your chests to show they're real. And include a capture of that line from said article. That would really make her mad. Yeah, guys, that would really make her mad. Oh, by the way, guys, here's a link. Just so you can monitor the brave and stunning women that are in your community. Thank you for the time. Everybody. Wait. Which tweet? Hold on. We have to find one of these tweets. Hold on. I'm not gonna show it on my X, because if I type in sexy Eve into Twitter, we know it's just gonna be fucking Eve doing something suspicious to a suspicious item. But I'm gonna find, hold on one second. I gotta find an image. Hold on one minute. We gotta do what we gotta do. I typed in, do we want Eve? What female character do we want? I think Eve's pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll go with Eve. Why not? Yeah, I think we'll go with Eve. But what picture of Eve should we go with? I guess this one's pretty good. Yeah, I think this one's pretty good. Don't you guys love my intellectual takes? I'm an intellectual. If you didn't know, I'm actually pretty smart. to skew. Thank you for the 11 euros. So, can I still love girl, butt, and hips? No, that is sexist. But if you guys go and retweet this, no one has to pay misogyny tax in this stream. If you go and retweet this and you comment on her thread a picture like this, you go and comment your favorite female character. It doesn't matter who. Bayonetta, Eve, Lara, pick. If you go and leave a comment, what? It didn't type it. If you go and leave the comment, you don't have to pay misogyny tax tonight. Thank you for the dono. It's porn. For and liking female characters. I'm Oni. Thank you for the $1.99. And thank you for the 99-cent super sticker with the hearts for eyes. Guys, go and leave your favorite female character. Go and leave a very intellectual comment. And leave your favorite artwork. It is what it is, you know? We gotta do what we have to do around here to make a point. And I'm all about making a fucking point. Holy cow. Yep. True and real. Mood-tastic. She knew what chat wanted. Well, I didn't know which picture I was gonna use. I think for the next few days I'll do that. I'll find every time this woman posts, I should just post it on social media. I should just leave a very intellectual take. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, also, I'm gonna leave a link to the petition. I'm gonna leave a link to that. Hold on, I have to get it out of my description. There you go. Also, chat really quickly. If you're enjoying the stream, give it a like. We only need a couple more likes to hit 400. Also, go and subscribe to the second channel. I put up my Donkey Kong Bonanza review. I'm not being attacked by the Nintendo shills yet. So far, so good. Links in the description. And I'll also put it in chat a couple of times. Soon I'll be putting up collection videos. I was planning to this week to record and put one up, but it might be next week because I'm dealing with a dental problem. But I don't know, it might be this week. I might be able to record it this week. We'll see. But by next week at the latest, I'll be putting up my Tolkien collection review. Well, it's not really a review. My Tolkien collection. And then after that, I think I'm gonna do... I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I don't know. We have so much stuff to show off. Back there. Manga? No, I don't think manga. Oh yeah, I have some of my old Tolkien books there. Because I was getting them ready. I was making sure everything was together. I have a lot of different stuff I could show off. I don't know yet. Who knows? I have a lot of SNES games in box. Oh, you guys have never seen those. I have like 30 SNES games in box. Maybe. You know what? That'll probably be the second one, actually. That's the plan right now. But yeah, go subscribe to the second channel. Thank you for listening to my shilling. And also go to X and let Melinda know what you think. What a nerd. That's me. Damn. So yeah, I mean, guys, that's what's happening over there. Ooh, let's scroll Melinda's social. Well, I don't want to scroll Melinda's. I want to scroll collective shouts. What is Renee saying? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my fucking God. Oh, they're responding. Oh, my gosh. They're responding. Yeah, dang. Yeah. I have a lot of SNES games. What's your French channel? Lumi? Lumi Angler. You want Lumi's link? I'll grab Lumi's link for you. Lumi's great. I love Lumi. Lumi Angler CH. Yes. There's a link to Lumi's channel for you. Bingo! I almost just ended stream by accident. Bingo! Can we file a petition, write a letter to Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and take government action? Just harassing on this. See, the thing is, right? It's like I've said with Stop Killing Games. In theory, I don't want government regulation for entertainment. If we start bringing the government in, we're gonna get fucking more ESRBs and stuff, right? We could see more regulation when it comes to video games. It's not the best thing for the industry, but in the case of something like Stop Killing Games, companies are not going to listen to us otherwise. We are not going to see companies changing their ways unless they are actually threatened with fines and lawsuits and government regulation, things like that. In this case, unfortunately, with the size of Visas and MasterCards and PayPals, it also might turn out to be the same damn thing, which sucks, right? I don't want that to have to happen. But again, it might. There is a petition, though. It is linked in the description. I have put it in chat a couple of times. There is a petition. It's got near 25k signatures, so I definitely recommend you go and sign that. Petitions are harder to work, right? Because you need so much support. You need so many different signatures, and it has to go viral, and lawmakers need to pay attention to it, but it is worth definitely taking the 5 minutes or so to sign, for sure. Yeah, governments and courts are the only options you have, though. What else are you going to do against these corporates? Exactly. Like, I don't want to have to deal with the government and courts, but at the same time, there's no good alternative. And if that's what we have to do, that's what has to be done. Now, shut up. Stop, shut up. Stop giving them ideas. You're probably not wrong. I agree. Introduce digital ID as a solution. Hey guys, those face scans that Roblox is now requiring for all their players. Every platform requires it now. Lone Wolf, thank you for the 5. Just need payment processors to not be able to refuse to process payments unless requested by law enforcement. True and real. But you can't expect there to be an easy alternative, because these people and these companies always have to make it as difficult as fucking possible. But thank you so much for the dono. Guys, of course, I appreciate your donations. I appreciate your support. My name is Oni. YouTube dono characters are whack. That is true. That's why I was trying to stay with the first 2 donos. Some people are soft. Love your content. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Renee here had posted, viewers in the chat are discussing a variety of topics, including games like Donkey Kong, Resident Evil 4, console collections, and general comments about the streamers from Bilbo. Some viewers are also talking about personal experiences and asking the streamer questions. Questions are pay to win now. My friend Bilbo. What's my friend Bilbo doing? He's hanging off the chair! He's jumping! He's a jumper. Don't jump! I saw his little ear move. Bilbo! 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 He doesn't even move a muscle. Man. He's gotten so good at ignoring me. It's just not all right. Bilbo! Bilbo! Mr. B! Mr. B! Meow. He's down in the dumps today. I guess. What are you doing? He doesn't listen to me, as you can clearly see. He has better fucking things to do. He's got better things to do. Yep. He's saying, let me live my life, woman. Yeah. Whatever. I didn't want to be your friend anyway. Bingo. Thank you for the 2. Can we get PewDiePie or some or the same to help go? Well, the thing with content creators, right, is big content creators are inconsistent. So you never know what they're going to cover. And when they cover it, if they're only going to cover it once or if they're going to cover it multiple times. So you never really know. It'd be great if somebody of that size and caliber was paying attention, right, and covered it, but you never really know. He's working? What's he working on? What's he working on? I've almost had enough of your insanity. What? No. It's... Well, yeah, I guess so. Feminist Frequency 2.0, that's all this is. Oh yeah, we have stuff to read. Gamers are dredging up our support of Netflix film cuties in an attempt to paint us as pro-exploitation. As usual, they've missed the point or ignored it on purpose. That is the same exact thing you are doing! We don't give a fuck about the sex simulator content. We care about the fact that you want it censored because you're a stuck-up fucking bitch. You are purposefully ignoring our arguments because we make legitimate points. Are you fucking stupid? Or are you fucking stupid? For those who didn't get past the headline, here's what we actually said. Anyway. I don't even know what they said. Cuties depicts the sexualization of girls, but it doesn't promote it. Maybe this is just a me argument. But if you're making money off of something... you're technically promoting it, right? In this case, somebody, right, profited off of articles and posts and about cuties, and the filmmakers profited off of cuties, so therefore it promotes it, right? And you're profiting off of that promotion, because if you're making a movie, you're inherently you're promoting it, and you're profiting off it. What? I don't know. I mean, technically, in my opinion, I guess maybe this is just an opinion, right? But if you're highlighting something and you're making money off of it, you're promoting it. The film shows how girls are bombarded with hypersexualized messages. From billboards to YouTube, from lingerie ads to gaming avatars, girls are taught that their bodies are commodities. That's not fiction, it's reality. Okay, so when are you going to finally start going after games that sexualize men? When are you going to say, you know what, those are equally as bad? Well, you're not, because of course, these fucking cultural Marxists, they push the fucking oppressor versus oppressed, and women are oppressed, and the men are the privileged oppressors. And so they don't care about men. They don't care about respecting men. They don't care about protecting men. They simply say all women are victims and all men are oppressors, which is insane. But okay. The same people attacking us now are defending games that literally allow players to simulate all of these different things. Make that make sense. I haven't seen any game be removed that simulated, like, child abuse. Also, they're fictional characters in a fictional world doing fictional things. They're pixels on a screen. So technically no characters can... Well, technically, yeah. I mean, technically no characters in video games can consent because they're objects. So if no characters can consent, then there's no consensual sex in any video game, and that means every single depiction of sex in a video game is rape. ban every video game, right? I mean, you see how much of a slippery fucking slope this is? This film made people uncomfortable. Good. Your ugly face makes me uncomfortable. Yes, parts of Cutie's raised concern. A few minutes of inappropriate, ethically problematic filming buried the broader urgent message. We don't ignore those issues, but you did ignore the issues because ultimately you promoted this film. Stupid. Whatever. Yeah. Let's go back to the collective shout. Sorry guys. Had to just call up for all video game censorship real quick. I'm a feminist now. What can I say? Might as well put on the fucking journo hat. Do I need a feminist hat? Maybe. I should get the Starfield feminist coffee mug. Just a victim of society. Literally every woman is a victim. Just by being born. They're born into a inherently problematic society that sexualizes every single woman in the history of women. So we might as well just not allow females to be born anymore. See, it's a slippery fucking slope. Oh, society's just inherently fucking bad and women are inherently victims. Ban women. Women shouldn't have to deal with this fucking torture. Ban women. So stupid, see? Everything just turns into a slippery fucking slope. Women should be forced to stay inside all the time. Women actually should do, in my opinion, the women that are alive should be forced to stay in the kitchen because then they're actually protected from the outside world. They're given something to do that is very fulfilling in their life. They're given a task, but nobody in the outside world can objectify them. So, because they're safe, in their safe space, they're doing something good for the world, and they're protected from society, women should, in fact, be back in the kitchen. I think that's the best place for a woman. Because it protects them, you know? They're protected. They're safe. So stupid. I fucking can't. What are we reading now? What are all these fucking doofus posts? What is this? Who the hell is this? Feminist activist and author. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna. Sex dolls, robots, and woman hating. The case for resistance. $27! Guys, I've bought a lot of feminist books recently. Actually, over the past couple months, I've been reading a lot of, like, feminist books, and it's, oh my god, it's just one, it turns into another that I have to read, that turns into another that I have to read. All these feminists want $30 fucking for their trash. Less car accidents. Keeping women in the kitchen actually saves lives. It actually saves lives. True and real. I've bought a lot of feminist books recently. Oh no, run, she's turning on us. Well, I'm not turning on anyone, no. Believe me. Believe me. What the fuck is this? $30 for 216 pages. That's a scam. That's a scam. Advocates claim the development of sex dolls and robots should be actively encouraged and will have many benefits, but for who? Nobody said that sex robots only had to be females. There are gonna be sex robots with fucking $5 foot longs, okay? And you're gonna buy one, Caitlin Roper. You're literally gonna fucking buy one. Let's just stop the cap. All this feminist grift money is going straight to one. Sex dolls, robots, and women hating exposes the inherent misogyny in the trade of sex dolls and robots. Right, because no woman has ever purchased a dildo or a vibrator. No woman has ever purchased a sexually gratifying item ever. It's only men, right? Okay. It says, from doll owners enacting violence and torture on their dolls. Can you literally give me one example? Can you literally give me one example, man? Men choosing their dolls over their wives, dolls made in the likeness of specific women, and production of child abuse dolls, and robots pose a serious threat to the status of women and girls. What about men? What about men? It's not like women don't have items the same way men do. I hate to do it. I hate to do it, guys. I hate to do it. I hate to do it, but, you know, I gotta make a point. I gotta make a point. Oh my gosh! It's not... Oh, you're so fucking stupid. It's because it's Google. What? Retard. Hold on. Okay, stop screen. Share screen. Window. Move my face. What does this say? What the fuck does this say? What does this say? What does this say? Does anybody know words? While the percentage varies based on study, generally women report using sex toys more often than men. Wow. Well, women are awful, I guess, because women are yada yada yada, whatever she says here, inherently misandrist in the trade of sex dolls and robots modeled off the bodies of men and boys for women's unlimited sexual use. See, I could turn it right back around on you. You're so dumb. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about, sister. When are you streaming Wu Chang? I'll be streaming Wu Chang on Thursday. They're not having anybody live stream it early. I did get a code, though, from the developers. I did get a code, but no early live streaming. Nobody can live stream it early, though. It's not just me. I didn't just get canceled. Perverts! Yes, women are perverts, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Exactly. Like, to sit here and shame a certain gender based off of sexual preference or use of, in this case, like sex dolls or sex toys, it's just weird. Like, there's no point that you can make other than human beings are creatures that crave pleasure, right? And that's for literally 99.9% of people alive in the history of humans, you know? It's just weird that, of course, we always have to present it as, oh, it's because of the male gaze and, you know, sex dolls and woman hating. It's a grift, guys. It's a grift. They need to make money off of women being wronged. And that's why they're targeting video games, right? Because it's a male-dominated space and they want to denigrate men. They want to rip away entertainment from men. And of course it spins into the discussion about, you know, sex toys and objects and all this stuff. These people don't actually care about telling the truth. They just care about profiting off of, in this case, using women when really they don't care. They don't care about women, you know, and that's a shame, but it's really not fucking shocking. I love community notes. You are morally bankrupt and destroying civilization. How dare you say gamers getting off on the sexual torture of women makes us violent? Also in my inbox this morning. The form submission may have been fabricated. Invalid email address and website domain of the respondent. Wow! Oh my gosh, guys, the feminists faked something to push a narrative? That's insane. I could have never imagined this happening. They're so trustworthy. Zippos, thank you so much for the 10. Whoa! What is that profile picture? Is that an ankle I see? I gotta ban you. How could you show an ankle? Why are you objectifying and overly sexualizing that ankle? No early shiver whooshing. Puts 100 back. My heart. Thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. Society has always been degenerate and on the verge of collapse. That's why it's fun. True and real. Yeah, Anita Sarkeesian also mailed threats to herself. Anita Sarkeesian is so trustworthy. What are you even talking about, man? Anita Sarkeesian is so trustworthy. She would never lie to push a narrative. Never. Hello, Toasty. I'm sorry. Hello, Toasty. Toasty, I hate to tell you this. I hate to tell you this. You're my friend, and you know, I wouldn't want you to hear this from anybody else, but apparently big boobs hurt children. Toasty, I'm sorry I gotta ban you. Society is literally banning you. You're literally hurting people right now. I hope you're doing good, Toasty. What's up? Yeah, they're evil, Toasty. I hate to tell you. What a stupid article. What a stupid take. So dumb. Anyway. Yeah, guys, don't ban me. I'm gonna have to. You're hurting people. Having big boobs, Toasty, you're hurting people. And you know, I can't be allowed. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid article. I can't. It's such a fucking this feminist was up at fucking 4 a.m. like, how can I put out a hit piece tomorrow against men? I know, I'll blame big boobs on hurting women. Girls, it's so stupid. Ah, it's dumb. Every time I see this article, I have to take a minute and I have to laugh and I have to look at it. It's so fucking stupid. Literally, it's the new figurative. Literally, it is. It definitely is. What even is going on with Anita Sarkeesian, actually? Anita Sarkeesian. Wait, I'm not banned? Oh, I think I'm banned by Zoe Quinn. Or blocked by Zoe Quinn. I think I'm blocked by her. What's her stupid name? Oh, yeah. Unburned. I'm not blocked by her. Well, I guess she left to go over to Blue Sky. I wonder what they're saying about this situation. I wonder. Blue Sky. What the fuck is her name? Unburnt Witch. You are a witch, to be fair. Oh no, it's just Zoe Quinn. Blue Sky. I'm pulling it up on my other screen because I'm afraid. I'm afraid we're going to see something that we're going to regret. No statements on this. Wow. No statements on... Holy fuck. Guys, I gotta be honest. I don't know who the fuck this person is, but holy shit. I looked for 2 seconds and Zoe Quinn like reposted this. What the fuck is this? Listen, I know I have some mental illnesses, right? I don't have this though. You're talking to yourself. Are you good? Do you need help? Well, that is why you're on Blue Sky, to be fair, so. What is this? What's going on? I don't like smooth peanut butter. It feels unwholesome. Ban peanut butter. Peanut butter, it's not wholesome enough. It doesn't reach our wholesome requirements now for payment processors. Ban peanut butter. Like, what? Whatever. Hold on, I'm trying to see if, real quick, if Zoe Quinn has made any statement over the past, like, day about this. You'd think that she would. She hasn't, though. 4 days ago. With nothing. I guess she just realized that literally nobody listens to her for her fucking trash takes anymore. Damn. Is she finally realizing that everybody hates her? That's crazy. Well, guys, don't have anything special there. Oh, let me check. Let me check one more thing. On Blue Sky. I never go to Blue Sky. Never go to it. Glitch, thank you for the 5. I should point out Anita and Zoe wouldn't associate with this group because they are liberal feminists and CS is a conservative feminist group. That is true. Yeah. You are not wrong. That is true. But I still feel like they would still say that it's good that things are getting banned. So while they might not agree with the group in total or as a whole, you'd think that they would generally agree with the fact that content is getting banned. Because they hate gamers, and so it's always, you know, try to attack the gamers the most amount possible. So, yeah. Oh. No more on Blue Sky. I didn't find anything good, guys. I know, I just stalked Zoe Quinn live on stream. I literally stalked her. Yeah, no statement. None from Anita. Well, Anita's been not on, like, social media since 2023, so I can't say I'm particularly surprised. Man, I can't believe feminist frequency's gone, guys. I can't believe it. Rest in peace. You won't be missed. Oh well, bye-bye, losers. Anyway. We got very distracted there, but that's okay. We need to get distracted sometimes. She beat Banana Monkey Game. I did beat Banana Monkey Game. Yes, star. I did more Bonanza 1. I finished Donkey Kong Bonanza. I finished Bonanza. It was 3 streams. I did put up, obviously, the stream itself, the streams themselves are still up on the channel, but I did review it, and the review is up on the second channel in case you just want to see what my review score is. So go and check that out. I linked the second channel in the chat a couple of times, guys, in case you're interested. Of course, it is linked in the description, but yeah. The review is up on the channel because that's what we do. We finish games. And we, you know, gotta move to the next ones. On Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be playing Wu-Chang, Fallen Feathers. We'll be playing that on Thursday, obviously. We'll be playing it over the weekend. We'll probably be playing it for like a week or two. But yeah. I'm reading chat, hold on. Oh, the post-game Bonanza content? Probably not, no. Usually once we finish the main story of something, we just stick with, we just stick with the main story, and then, like, sometimes if a game is super amazing, I'll end up playing it more after the fact, but typically not. But yeah. I like the Chainsaw game, but I wish there was more to do. Oh, Lollipop Chainsaw? Lollipop Chainsaw is a really good game. Yeah. Wu-Chang! She's so hot, right? Meow. Speaking of which, what are the Steam Steam. What would it be? Global sales charts? Is that what I'm looking for? Global top sellers? Sheesh! It's going good for Wu Chang. What's Wildgate? Thank you for the 5. That's Wildgate. It came out today. PvP multiplayer shooter that blends tactical ship-to-ship combat with fast-paced first-person action, evade deadly environment hazards. Oh, wait. So it's No Man's Sky, but PvP? Multiplayer shooter? China! Steam China Showcase. We gotta stop these Chinese developers. They're creating too much interesting stuff. These Chinese developers are getting out of control, man. I can't support Chinese devs. There's a lot of them. Carlos! Holy fuck, Carlos! What a fucking Chad! 50 gifted memberships. Absolutely insane. Carlos, thank you so much for the 50 gifted. Absolutely fucking crazy. Thank you so much for the big whopping 50. I can't do the special notifications, so I owe you one. Remind me next stream. I'll play one if you're here. If not, somebody else will remind me. I'll try to remember. We know I forget things. Thank you, Carlos, for the big 50 gifted. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. I've never heard of Wildgate. It just came out today. Moonshot Games. Who's Moonshot Games? What else have they made? Nothing. This is their first game. Is it their first game only on Steam, or is it just their first game in general? Moonshot Games. Hold on, I gotta Google. Moonshot Games. Are these the same guys? This can't be. When I Google Moonshot Games, it pops up with like a TCG store. Magic the Gathering, available now. Board games, kid games. This can't be, it can't be the same company. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Why does it look like the Jedi Order symbol? Moonshot Games. Yeah, this is their first game. Who's their investors? Our Value. Chads. Hold on, guys. Chads. They don't have any values. They got no values. Their values are themselves. Their values are creating good games. I don't think that they realize that their website just says their values and then literally nothing else. Their values are the clouds. At least they're honest. Unvalued. Hell yeah, brother. Anyway, guys, thank Carlos or you're banned. If you got a sub, say membership, say something nice. Isn't it pretty much Sea of Thieves in space? I mean, looking at it looks... Damn, they're looking to build positive experiences. Shared creative ownership. Awe and wonder. Memorable stories. They probably should have laid that out a little bit better. Because it just looks like they have values. It looks more to me like a Sea of Thieves. Not Sea of Thieves. No Man's Sky, but with PvP, I guess? This is what Concord should have been. Straight up. Like, what is this? I've never heard of this. Chinese developers have been making a lot of good games lately. So... I'm interested. How much is it? 30 bucks? What's the Renegade pack for the extra 20? 4 ship styles, 7 outfits, a helm, a probe, processor, but it's all cosmetic. In-game cosmetics. It does not automatically unlock ships or prospectors from purchase. These can be earned by completing big information. Not pay to win. Actually, kind of cool. I mean, it looks maybe a little bit like some of these textures look a little bit simple, but also like it's their first game and it is only $30. I mean, it looks kind of cool though. Well, that looks good. I think the style is maybe just like a little bit more simplistic, perhaps. Obviously, I literally only see like fucking two screenshots, but it's PvP multiplayer that blends tactical ship-to-ship combat with first-person action. I mean, I'm kind of interested. Splitgate is seething. Yeah, I'd be too. How many players? Whoa, you guys can't hear that. Wait a minute. It sounded like Pedro Pascal for 2 seconds. I was gonna say if these motherfuckers put Pedro Pascal in this game, I'm not buying it. It wasn't. For the first 2 seconds, it sounded like him. It's not. I swear. Jay, thank you so much for the 5. I think this is one of the new Blizzard studios under their old CEO. Is it? No. I didn't see that. Moonshot Games. It's got the Chinese showcase. Is this not a Chinese studio? Maybe it's not. Maybe this is literally just here because I'm... Usually, though, the showcase symbol pops up on... Usually, this symbol, this banner will pop up on games that were highlighted. I might be crazy, actually. It might not actually be the case. It says from their team, we chase big ideas. If it's true, they aren't marketing it with those team members at all whatsoever. It doesn't say on their website. So if so, that's bad marketing. Check Dreamhaven. Let me check. Dreamhaven. Dreamhaven. Our values, goals, and teams. About. None of these people's names are here. So if it's true, they are bad at marketing themselves. Partners. Maybe because it says Frost Giant's one of their partners. And Frost Giant was an ex-Blizzard team. But none of these other ones are. Dreamhaven Studios, Blizzard. Let me go to the Wikipedia. Yep, you're correct. Dreamhaven is an American video game developer and publisher based in Irvine, California. Dreamhaven was founded in 2020 by the co-founder Mike Morhaime, Amy Morhaime, and previous Blizzard employees. You are correct. I don't know why it says this then. Every single time I go to Steam, usually it shows there at the top the showcase where it was shown. So I assumed it was Chinese. It's not true. Oh my god, Western developers making something interesting looking. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. Are they actually creating good content? Thank you for the 5. I recognize the website. I was told by friends, by some friends in Blizzard that this is where a lot of people split to. Yes, it does look like that is the case. Thank you for the 5. Well, thank you for the 10. I, of course, appreciate it. You were correct, though. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'll test it. I'm interested. What's the Steam DB looking like? Steam DB. Wildgate. Wildgate. I haven't heard... What's shocking about this is I haven't heard anything about this game. I didn't know this game just came out. Oof. Wait, did it only just launch 24 minutes ago? It's been up for a couple hours. See, I have not heard anything about this game. Not a thing. Which is why I'm shocked that it actually is ex-Blizzard employees. I'll keep an eye on it over the next couple of days to see what the numbers get to, since it only did just launch a couple hours ago. I'm sure it'll go up more, but I mean, I think that probably hurt them, the fact that there was really no marketing for it. I mean, maybe there was and I just happened to miss it, but yeah, I mean, you'd think that they would have marketed it more. Maybe they didn't have a lot of marketing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I'll take a look. I'll buy it. Maybe we could stream it at some point for like a random stream. 5K followers. They probably should have marketed it more. To be honest, 20 players, 5 crews, 1 way out, no crime to waste. I mean, it looks really flashy. It looks cool. I'll give it a shot. And it's $30, so like that's definitely not that high of a buy-in fee. I think it's smarter for developers to charge some kind of like $30 fee than predatorily monetize. But you still have to make a good game in order for a buy-in fee to be good. It's not like Concord. Hey, it's got more players than Concord. Damn. Rip Concord. Yeah. I'll keep an eye on it. Have you already discussed the Battlefield 6 announcement? We have not talked about it now. I mean, I don't really know anything about it. Battlefield 6. What was announced? Just that there's... Oh, it's an announcement for an announcement. Or an announcement for a reveal trailer. After the last Battlefield game, like, I don't have that much hope or that much hype. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. Hopefully not the whiny ones that jumped on the allegation bandwagon because they weren't good at their job. I don't think so. I doubt it. Yeah. Was it at an OTK Games Expo game? Oh, I don't know. I don't watch the OTK events. Why is Rover glaring at me? It's because Bilbo left. Oh, no, he's still there. Bilbo! Hello? Oh. He says, I'm not listening to you. I close my eyes. Bilbo! Is that your fishy? Mimi! Mimi! He says, fuck you, leave me alone. Leave me alone. He slow blinked at us. Not me, that's for sure. He's clearly very mad at me. Bilbo! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Hi. Oh, he's ignoring me. Ah, he loves his pillow. He loves his pillow, which is the leg of the chair. He's got 30,000 pillows and blanket. Nope. The leg of the chair is all he needs. What a doofus. Ah, what a doofus. What do we want? Is there anything else to talk about with these absolute fucking Looney Tunes? Like, is there truly anything else to talk about with these feminists? I don't think anything else has happened. They're so dumb. These people, how do they expect to be taken seriously at this point? Bilbo's working more than any DEI hire. I'm gonna be sad when Hollywood race swaps Bilbo. He's not gonna be a ginger much longer. He's trying to sleep. I'm sorry, Bilbo. I'm trying to make you treat money. Bilbo, don't you want treats? What else have they been saying? What the way to announce that this is your taste, Predator. See, it's always going straight to you're a predator, not, maybe you just don't want your entertainment to be censored. Will you watch a 7-minute game trailer for Project the Perceiver? Money, compensation, what is Project the Perceiver? I don't know what it is. So I can't say yes. I have to look at it off screen. Hold on. Project the Perceiver. I say yes, you donate $500 and then I'm watching a fucking hentai game for the next 10 minutes. Yeah, I have to look. It's a multi-platform open world action game. Oh, it's Chinese. The game explores clashing beliefs in a fantasy world, allowing players to experience a chaos-ridden environment and interact with various characters. What is this? Hold on, let me find the trailer. JK! Here's tentacle porn for the next 8 minutes. You already said yes, you're legally obligated. My luck. What is it? 2 years ago? Wait a minute. If I watch this and I like it, it's been 2 years since it was announced. The game's not even out. 2 years. Oh no, I'll watch it, but 2 years? Man, is this gonna be a fucking Silk song? Guys, remember that game Zippos made me watch 4 years ago? The trailer of it was called Project the Perceiver. It still hasn't come out. Ay. Oh, you know what though? StreamYards is kind of fucky when it comes to videos. Sometimes StreamYards, the videos are super laggy. We'll try to watch it, but if it's laggy, yeah, StreamYards is kind of laggy sometimes. Here, if StreamYards is laggy and it doesn't look good, please tell me that it's laggy, and then I'll watch it next stream. Because I'm on StreamYard, not Streamlab. So here, we'll try, but you're going to have to tell me if it's laggy. Because if it is, we're not going to watch the 7 minutes. Can we all agree to that? No, I'm clicking the wrong stuff, man. Hold on, I'm clicking the wrong stuff. Actually, that one works. That does, in fact, work. Hold on 2 seconds. Now I have 8,000 tabs open. Where is this tab? Here it is. Okay. All right. Let me know if it's laggy though, because if it is, that's gonna suck. And then I'm changing it, and then we'll watch it next stream. Let me mute this background music. What is this? Project the Perceiver. Hold on, let me read it real quick. Chinese open world action game. PlayStation really gave a riveting description there. Truly inspirational. Truly. Jesus, that was fucking loud. That was crazy. I don't know if full screen makes it laggier. Whoa! Well, that's really pretty. See, are we gonna get actual gameplay, though? He's dead. GG.
只要我心不散，大唐就不会亡。那就再唱下去吧。到底是人活进了戏里，还是戏本就因人而在？
I swear I've seen a trailer for this somewhere. This is the right trailer, correct? Hold on, let me ask. Zippos, is this the right trailer? You said you said 7 minutes. This is 7 minutes. Unless there is a newer one that's also 7 minutes, which would make sense. I'm stupid. Zippos, thank you for the 200. Stream is fine. I think you may like this game too. Thank you so much for the big, gigantic $200. Absolutely insane. Thank you so fucking much. This reminds me of Where Winds Meet. And also kind of Phantom Blade Zero. Oh, this game was announced around the same time as Phantom Blade Zero? Was it? I don't even remember. I don't think I've seen this. Thank you for the 200. I like the mask. The mask is kind of cool. That's like 8 guys. Instantly reminded of Neo. I mean, well, kind of Neo, kind of Sekiro. What was that meter? The white, what's the white line next to him? Is that what he gets from parrying? He's gaining something from parrying. Unleash the dragon! He just ate an apple. Oh no, maybe it so that wasn't parrying. I don't know what that meter is though. Oh, okay. It's some kind of like counter attack. I wish I knew what the words on the screen were saying. Ooh, that was crisp. Okay. The colors are very dull. Maybe it's just this area though. We need an area with red. I feel like generally, if a game has a trailer that's good, they highlight red. I don't know why, but I've just noticed it. That's the color to highlight. Yeah, very muted colors. Like, show me a field of, like, red poppies. Show me some fucking red trees. Nice armor. He's holding that like he's gonna cut his hand off. I don't know what your name is, but you look cool. He's just like a black blob on the screen that's walking around. Hey, I'm talking about this game. I'm talking about y'all's game. I'm not racist. Is it published by 505? I don't know how the volume is. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I love when companies or studios, when they highlight a boss fight. So good. A full boss fight? Holy shit. Absolute cinema.
That
looks pretty good. That looked like a fun boss fight. Those are not in-game. That is a CGI trailer right there. But I'm glad that we actually saw gameplay. In a full boss fight. Whoa! I again his armor. Oh my gosh! See,
戏仍未终了，而戏中之人
you and
早
me.
已不止你我。
Me? I love snow. Who's this guy? Pink eyes. Erlang is here. We're dead. We're dead. We look too fucking mystical, magical. I'm dead. I'm already dead. I did not like the look of that. Bayonetta? When did Bayo get here? That's a lot of outfit changes. But his weapon changes with his outfit? That looks sick. Project the Perceiver. Damn.
PlayStation.
Shut up. Nobody asked PlayStation. Get out of here. Everybody hates you. That looked sick. But see, now we just saw a cool trailer for a game that was announced 2 years ago. When is it releasing? Never. Joke's on you losers. Well, that was fascinating. I like that. I thought that looked good. I'd play that when it comes out. It reminds me of Where Winds Meet, and it reminds me of Phantom Blade Zero a little bit. I wouldn't say like an insane amount, but it definitely looked kind of similar. For sure. Project the Perceiver. They have anything on their website or? Absolutely not. The Mask of Umbra. Mask of Devotion. World. That's so bright. Nothing else. Do they have an X? They do. I followed it. They posted in January. Nothing about the game. And before that, 2023. They post once a year, December 31st, 2023, December 31st, 2024, January 27th, 2025. So that's good, I guess. Well, guys, who knows when that'll come out, but that was interesting. And thank you, Zippos, for the donation and for also making me aware of that game. I haven't ever seen that. I don't think I've ever even heard of the game, so that was interesting. And I followed them, so I'll be keeping my eye on it. Phantom Blade Zero still looks more interesting. I'd say that Phantom Blade does look a little bit more interesting, but I think it's because Phantom Blade is closer to being released, so it's a little bit more polished. Anyway, thank you so much for the absolutely massive donation. Guys, I'm going to be wrapping up stream in a minute. Thank you all so much for being here the past few hours. Of course, I appreciate it. I'll be live on Thursday. We'll be playing Wu Chang. Finally. We've all been waiting for Wu Chang. I'm super hyped. I really hope Wu Chang lives up to our expectations. Watch Wu Chang. I've already seen the latest Wu Chang trailer. The final trailer before release. But that looked really, really cool. Chinese devs are making up some good games. Really good games. Hypnotic just raided. Hypnotic. Hello, Raiders! I'm about to end the stream. Well, I was about to end the stream. I was. Hi, Raiders. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing good. Guys, we just got done watching Chinese game number 32 release. Well, it's a trailer for a game that was supposed to release and it hasn't released yet. Project the Perceiver. Hello, Raiders. Have you guys ever heard of this game? I hadn't until 10 minutes ago. Hypno is funded by China. Probably true and also real. Will you go to China in the future and never come back? Probably. Why the fuck would I go to China? Guys, you'd never see me again. I hate to say it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Hey, I'll buy Chinese games. I'll support Chinese developers for sure. There's a lot of good games that have come out of Chinese devs lately, but go to China? No. You couldn't pay me enough. Because all that money would be pointless because I wouldn't come back. I'd be stuck there forever. And probably, well, probably not smart. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. I would never go to China. Nope. I'm good. I am good. Not for me. A good game is a good game. I agree. All jokes aside, that's why I play games from Chinese developers, right? Because they make good games. Sure, not all their games are good, but they have a better fucking track record than Western devs and Western studios. But then again, we were just looking at Wildgate. Is that what it's called? Wildgate. Yes, I do have the tab up still, which that looked pretty good. That's ex-Blizzard people. I wonder if they're throwing parties. Maybe I'll be interested in joining the studio. I'm trolling. Surely they are not throwing Blizzard parties. What's the player count at? Still at its peak of 77.99. It looks good. But I'm curious to see number 4 in top sellers. I'm curious to see how this game will actually go, how it will turn out, because it was a pretty silent drop. So I'm not sure. Yeah, don't go to China. I don't plan to anytime soon. Gooner game does not mean it's a good game. Gooner games have a higher likeliness of being good games, though. Ever thought about that? When was the last time we said something was a Gooner game and it was absolutely fucking trash? I'm not saying that all Gooner games are amazing, but not all of them are absolutely bad. Wildgate seems solid, just not my kind of genre. I hope it goes well. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. I'll buy it after stream and I'll give it a go. I actually want to see if Wildgate, they have an X where, so I followed their X account. I want to see the studio's X account. I followed that too. Okay. I guess they have been posting about it being launched. They just, I don't know, maybe they just didn't market it very well. Marketed it. That's not the word I'm looking for. Tides of Annihilation is going to be awesome next year too. Ooh, Tides of Annihilation looks like it's going to be sick. I really hope that comes out and it's as good as it looks. Right now, my most anticipated games are Wu Chang, which comes out this week. Guys, I'll be live streaming it. Tides of Annihilation, Phantom Blade Zero. What else? I mean, are we going to get Silksong? Are we going to get Elder Scrolls 6? At this point, I don't necessarily know, but I'm excited for those. Neo is cool. I mean, there's quite a few games that do look really good. There are quite a few. And I hope that they come out and they're awesome. How about that Chrono game? Also, guys, really quickly, if you're not already, go and subscribe to my second channel. I put up my game reviews there, and I'll be doing collection videos soon. Are you talking about Chrono Odyssey? The plagiarism game? Are you going to play Wu Chang? Yep, I'll be playing Wu Chang. I'll be streaming Wu Chang on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be streaming Wu Chang. I'm super hyped for it, and yeah, it'll be a long stream filled with hopefully some very, very good gameplay, because the game does look really good. Obviously, you never know until something actually releases and you actually are playing it yourself. BMW? Black Myth Wukong? What do you mean? The sequel, they should shadow drop the Black Myth Wukong sequel right fucking now. We're definitely not ever gonna be that lucky. Whoops. Let me get that ready. Support the second channel. What's a silk song? A type of cookie. Couldn't be a game. I'm so sad that Silk Song has taken so long to finally release. And I get it, right? I'd rather developers take their time and put out a really fantastic game, but they could have updated us a little bit. My major problem is the fact that they haven't given us really any information. Like, when was the last time we actually heard anything about Silk Song from the developers? And I'm not talking about, oh, fan speculation on what the game's gonna be. I mean, like, legitimate news released. I don't even know. I don't even know. That's so sad. We saw a short clip of Silk Song in a Summer Games Fest, or like an Xbox ad. Oh, Chronos the New Dawn? What Chronos game are we talking about? They said Chrono. I thought you meant Chrono Odyssey. Chronos the New Dawn. I do know about this game, yeah. It was announced 3 months ago, right? Yes. I'll be playing it when it comes out. It just says on Steam the planned release date is 2025. Which is never a good look. That's always a red flag, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I'm not cringing because of the gameplay itself. I'm just cringing because it's Bloober. I mean, Bloober did fine with Silent Hill. I just still don't trust them. One good game doesn't make me gain complete faith back in a company. Pulse pounding third person survival horror where time is your deadliest weapon and your worst enemy. I'm dead. Timers? Me? No, I'm good. Survive a brutal future, dive back in time, and stop nightmarish creatures from merging into unstoppable abominations. I mean, it looks neat, but we'll see how it actually turns out. It's very flashy. Oh, God. She's cooked. Yeah, probably. Any plans to play Ill? Yep. I'll be streaming Ill when it comes out. I don't think it has a release date either, though. Or maybe it does. Nope, it does not. Release date to be announced. I'll be playing Chronos, the New Dawn, and I'll be playing Ill. You guys know I love, like, horror, survival games like this, so I'm definitely interested in it. I don't think it's time. Yeah, I don't think it's actually timers. I think you just manipulate time. But yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a like. I'll be wrapping it up in just a few. Give the stream a like if you're enjoying, a dislike if you're not enjoying, and if you're not enjoying, why are you here? And subscribe to the second channel, links are in the description, all that fun stuff. I did see the trailer today for Hellraiser. It looks cool. I'm glad that it's not just like a, like, fucking Dead by Daylight clone. I love Munfish. Munfish has made some good games. Yeah. Maidenless if you don't enjoy L plus Maidenless plus Tarnished Bozo plus Feminist. I went there. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do, and if it's label you a feminist, I will. Oh, really quickly, before we end stream, let me check. Still not blocked. I guess technically I guess technically we're just that good. She doesn't even have an argument. Ay. And I'm still not blocked by Collective Shout. That's something. That is oh, I should not do that. I'm about to get banned by showing the front page of my X screen. But yeah, any last minute questions, comments, leave them in chat. Guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you hanging out the past few hours. Thank you all so much for your big donations, your little donations, for your chats. It's been cool, it's been fun, but this week we've got a lot of stuff to do. Primarily all of that Wu-Chang. Wu-Chang releases on Thursday. I will be streaming Wu-Chang at, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be playing Wu-Chang over the weekend. I'm super fucking hyped for it. I hope you guys are hyped for it too. Yeah. Any last minute questions, comments, concerns? Wu-Chang is so hot, right? Meow. She is, and she's number 2 on the Steam charts, on the top global seller list. Global top seller list? What does Steam call it? Global top. Okay. Top. Okay, she's number 3. Fuck the Steam Deck. Steam Deck doesn't count. Shut up, loser. Hey, people love the Steam Deck. I'm not a hater. I just don't own one. She's number 3 on the top currently global selling Steam games list. What a long name. She's number 3. Wildgate's number 4. I gotta buy Wildgate after this stream. We'll give it a go. Worst comes to worst, I wasted $30. It looks fun though. Thanks for the stream. I never heard of Perceiver before, but it looks cool. Shout out to Zippos for bringing that to our attention. Maybe 2 years ago, I had heard of it, but I've never seen that trailer. So, yeah, it is what it is. How is Counter-Strike a free game on the top sellers list? Microtransactions? I think because of downloads. But then, yeah, why is it on the selling list? You'd think if it's microtransactions, though, that other games would be on there too. Yeah, because Pretty Derby is also a free game. Isn't Warframe free? Stop cheating! Either way, it doesn't matter because Wu-Chang's number 3. So that's what counts. It shouldn't count? Yeah, Counter-Strike shouldn't count. I don't know how this works though. Season 1 DLC? Claire Obscure, everybody go buy Claire Obscure if you haven't bought it already. Amazing game. But alright guys, with that being said, I am going to end the live stream here. Thank you all so much for stopping by tonight. Of course, I do appreciate it. Wu-Chang on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check out the links in the description. Subscribe to the second channel. Go and sign the petition that's linked in the description. Buy Claire Obscure if you haven't already. And check out today's videos if you haven't already seen them. I talked about Ubisoft calling gamers sensitive snowflakes. I talked about Feminists. If you didn't watch the rest of this stream because you are a raider, well, it will be up in its full uncensored glory in about 30 seconds after this ends. Thank you guys so much for all of your direct donations, large and small. Thank you all so much for your gifted memberships. Of course, I do really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Where's Bilbo? Still sleeping. And have a really good rest of your evening, everyone.